Luke 7:36 through 37, when one of the Pharisees invited Jesus to have dinner with him, he went to the Pharisee's house and reclined at the table. A woman in that town who lived a sinful life learned that Jesus was eating at the Pharisee's house, so she came there with an alabaster jar of perfume. Another well-known gospel story, but in this case, we only find this story in this gospel, the Gospel of Luke. None of the other gospel authors record this story. I considered trying to tackle the entire story in one video, but there is just no way to do this story justice in under 2 minutes. So instead, let's take it a couple verses at a time. For today, let's meet the cast of characters. If you want to get the most out of your Bible study, it helps to consider who is participating in the story. Details make the story come to life. So who do we have in this story? Number one, Jesus. Well, this is not surprising. Jesus turns up in many gospel accounts since the gospels are about him and what he did. Simon, a Pharisee, hosting Jesus for a dinner party of sorts. We know his name is Simon from verse 44, but as we've also pointed out previously, it seems like every 10th person at this time was named Simon. So if you had to guess what his name was, Simon would be a good guess. A sinful woman. This is not a terribly useful description for this woman because it technically applies to every woman in existence. We do not know this lady's name, but she earns a name for herself by crashing the dinner party in glorious fashion. Other unnamed guests. Due to Jesus' reputation, we have to assume that no reputable guests are at this party. We do not know anything of these people other than one thing that we will learn in verse 49. Jesus is the painter. Simon, the sinful woman, and the assorted guests are the tapestry. God's grace, the paint. Tomorrow we will look at what this lady does.